live on Facebook, live on YouTube, live on Twitter, and live on Twitch. What I'm going to do is I'm going to get a good friend of mine on the show. Should be jumping on any minute. We're going to go ahead and test this whole restream thing together. Gonna do a little recording right here. So we're going to test the restream together. He's going to jump on any moment. Any moment. Just got off work. I'm really tired. I'm gonna check out the Facebook Live that's going on right here. So I'm gonna make sure that I'm really tired. Yep. Gonna make sure the audio and everything is on as well over there. And I'm gonna make sure I'm going on live on Twitch. I don't ever do Twitch. I'm not on Twitch, so you guys want to join me on Twitch? That's totally fine. Murdad. Am I saying your name right? I'm sorry if I'm saying your name wrong. Murdad is on watching. Thank you for jumping on. Got to meet him when I did my Miranda Kwok interview. He's a cool guy. He reached out to me, and usually when you meet good people, you meet good people for life. So that's a good thing. Glad I have him on. I'm supposed to share this link with a few people, so bear with me as I go ahead and share this link. I'm waiting for my guest Shawn to jump on, and when Shawn jumps on, we're going to go ahead and go live. Let me just make sure. A lot of people last time who was trying to watch this, I had this set to only friends can watch. Then I had to change it to public, and I just changed it to public right now. So now more than just friends can watch. All of you guys can watch as well. So the way this works, Shawn's going to jump in the meeting room, and it's kind of like Zoom. The difference between here and Zoom is Zoom is a little bit different. I like the way Zoom works. I like the way Zoom is. But the way this works, again, it's just a little bit different. It's a little easier. There's a lot of things. I noticed my audio last time was going in and out. That's because I was adding music in the background. So I'm going to make sure I'm not going to add any music in the background. We're going to keep it pretty straight and simple. Again, I'm sending this out to people who said they wanted to watch, who wanted to jump on. Shawn's going to be joining us. I told him 6 o'clock our time. I keep forgetting that at 3 o'clock their time, there's a time difference, right? Daylight savings. I'm so used to 3 hours behind, 3 hours ahead. But with this stupid daylight savings, it's 2 hours. So when Shawn goes, yeah, 3 o'clock my time, I'm thinking, oh yeah, that's perfect. 6 o'clock my time. We did this last time where my math wasn't great, and I ended up doing it. Yeah, it's pretty much what it is. So a lot of people said they wanted to watch tonight's show. So I'm going to send this to them. If they want to watch, they can watch if they like. If they don't want to watch, they don't have to watch. All right. So I'm sending it to the people that needs or that wanted to watch it. They're going to be on. Anybody wants to talk about anything, throw me a chat if you guys are watching on YouTube, if you guys are watching on Facebook, if you guys are watching on Twitter. Go ahead and throw me a chat. Let me know what you guys want to talk about. If there's any questions you want to ask Shawn, I'm going to go ahead and display the messages like I did last time when we were doing the chat. I'm going to read them first because, some of you guys, some of your messages are a little, yeah. I got a question the other day about, hey, are you getting more cleaning ladies guests coming on your show? And the answer is yes. I am getting more guests from the cleaning lady. I'm working on that right now as we speak. Not going to tell you who, not just yet. But I do have a couple guests that that's coming on the show. A couple guests that's going to be making their way on to the cleaning lady with me. We're going to do it. And this is why I wanted to test this. I wanted to test this out because so Restream is a pretty cool, it's not even an app. You got to go on restream.io. And I've been asking Restream, if you guys are watching this, if you guys want to support me for the year and help me pay for this for the year, I'd be more than happy. You guys want to do that? I will be getting a lot of guests on the show. I'll be getting a lot of guests that I can bring on the show. So if you guys want to do that, that'll be cool for me. I'm going to tag Shawn Garnett on this Facebook page just so people that watches him or follows him on YouTube can watch with him. So that's the cool thing about this. Let's see, it's live with Shawn Garnett. So I'm going to, how do I tag right here? Tag right here. This YouTube dashboard is pretty cool. If you guys haven't found the YouTube dashboard when you go live streaming, it's pretty cool. Cool feature to have. Where's my tag? There's the tag. I am tagging. That's comments. Bear with me, people. Bear with me. It's a little bit before 6 o'clock my time. I'm trying to see a little window pop up. When I see that window pop up, I'm going to have Shawn popping in. I'm going to see him coming on. I also got to check my text just in case he texts me and says, I can't get on. I can't get on. Shout out to, I don't want to say her name, but she's watching from Waikiki, listening to the live right now. Should be at the beach. Send me a picture. She is at the beach. Or it looks like a pool. Is that a pond? Is that a pond, stranger? Stranger that you're watching from? Stranger? Again, I don't want to say your name. Stranger? Stranger? Danger? Oh, you guys heard the beep. So that must mean Mr. Shawn Garnett is on. Let's go ahead and bring him in. It's a new device. You're going to see the window pop open. You're going to see Shawn right next to me.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
It's been a while since I used this equipment.
Is it your gig equipment? Is it your music equipment?
It's just the same one I use for another podcast that I do. So see if
Oh,
it
it's too
works.
close.
Because I hear you.
I can hear you. I can hear you. You're pretty. You're coming in loud.
Yeah.
I got people watching us from the Hilton Hawaiian Village right now who's in town, in your town, your neck of the woods, who's gonna end up coming out to one of your shows. I told them I'll let them know when you're on this week. They're on. Nice. I think they're there for the week. So if you have anything this week, I'll definitely throw them your way.
Sounds good.
Gotta find a good background. So Shawn's helping me out. We're gonna test this Restream out. I think I'm gonna start using Restream when it comes to having my guest on the show. I'm recording the audio separate. A lot of you guys wondered how do you record audio separate? Hey, I'm using a Mac and I'm using something called Voice Memos, and I'm recording everything on Voice Memos. So a lot of them who are wondering how do I get good quality sound, I don't do any of that Adobe Premiere, nothing like that. I just go on Voice Memos.
Gotcha.
And that's pretty much how it goes.
Sounds good.
How you doing, man? How's everything over there?
Doing all right. Just every day is a holiday. Can't complain. I mean, sometimes there's room to complain, but we wake up in the morning, so that's always a good thing.
Good thing. You guys don't know. If you guys know, a lot of you guys know, I've had Shawn plenty of times on my show, but Shawn's plays Cousin Flip on Hawaii Five-0 and Magnum PI on CBS. And here on Fridays, they do what do? They do a whole thing of Hawaii Five-0, like a whole marathon. And whenever I see Shawn's character on, I'm like, that's him. I know him.
That's the guy.
That's the guy.
I'm getting $12. Yay!
That's Shawn. Is it 12? Is that what they pay extras out there?
I really do. It differs. If it's it's a time slot. Slot. That's my wife back there. But if it's like what do they call it, babe? Prime time.
Versus
regular syndicated, like on Ion Television, I get
Yeah,
paid
yeah.
more. So, yeah,
So you get paid more that you getting more pay. You're getting paid more with residual payments that they're showing it on Ion than they were when they were streaming it when it first came out.
uh, eh, in the long run, yes.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, it helps out.
Hashtag show more cousin Flipper.
Please do, because pays my bills, and it helps a lot. Yeah.
Let's get cousin Flipper more on. How do you like this? This is different from Zoom. Do you notice? I mean, all you had to do was click the link and you're on, right?
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's a free app. I paid for the app though. I paid for a different app. It's free.
Oh,
But then the free can only get you so much. So right now, the cool thing about this is I'm streaming live on YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, and Twitter.
oh, all
So
right.
if
Oh,
there's
that's
anybody,
pretty cool.
yeah, if there's anybody watching us on Twitter, which I'm gonna check right now, um, and I know you're active on Twitter, so we can just
Yeah,
tag you on there and then see how many people. I don't really get a lot of people watching me on Twitter. I don't think people use
yeah,
Twitter as a live stream as much as they do everything else.
yeah. I really don't. I mean, I have a Twitter, but like it's not really as much as Instagram
Yeah,
or
yeah.
Facebook. So like Twitter is just like, whatever.
Right now, it's showing me Twitter has a fat donut. Nobody's watching on Twitter.
Oh, I love donuts.
So do I, but not this kind of donut. We got people watching on Facebook. We got people watching on YouTube, which is cool. We'll probably get more. It's 6 o'clock my time here, and as soon as people start heading home, it's probably gonna be more people watching.
Cool.
Can't wait. Can't wait. Nothing big. I told Shawn earlier today. Nothing big. Nothing crazy. All we're doing is just doing a live stream, just checking everything out. Shawn's gonna help me out with this live stream.
Farting around.
Yeah. Probably get into our whole Back to the Future discussion. I did reach out to Tom Wilson. I reached out to him a couple of days ago when I knew you said you'll do it with me. And he said, I don't know if it was him, but someone in his camp said, any day but today. I said, of course, right?
Bummer.
Of course. Any day. I mean, man, just imagine if I had him on there, how many questions will we have for that guy?
The one of the funniest. He's an awesome stand-up comedian. If you
Yeah, I seen him on YouTube.
But he plays this one song. It's about like just questions about Back to the Future, and you just go on YouTube and it's like I'm the guy on the whatever. I don't know what the song title is, but like it's totally like the most coolest thing ever, and you got to go check it out. It's pretty fun.
You gotta go check it out. The cool, I mean, just watching Back to the Future. I mean, it's still everything's still nostalgia to me when I watch Back to the Future, and it's one of those. It's one of those shows that I'll never get tired watching.
It's like every time I watch it, even though I've watched it millions of times, it's like I'm watching it for the first time.
Yeah, of course.
It's it'll always be timeless and it'll always be awesome.
What I hate about it, though, the more and more I watch it, the more and more I'm like, they could have done this a little bit. Wait a minute, you find those little loopholes.
Yeah.
Like, wait a minute.
Totally understand.
Wait a minute, you can't be doing that. What are you guys talking about?
If we 30 years down the road, I don't know if we'll be alive. Hopefully, we'll still be alive. But yeah.
Oh,
doing little.
I didn't do that.
You didn't do that?
They flipped us around. What happened?
Flipped us around.
Cousin Flipper.
They flipped
us around.
They flipped.
They flipped us. I'm gonna do something here. I wanna
like Mickey Mouse.
I wanna share everybody.
My audio is not working. I don't know the microphone, and like I have a connection that I use, like this one.
Yeah.
Right here for my iPad, and usually it works. But I don't know why it's not working. Maybe it's because I need to turn off my iPad and turn it back on to reset it. I'm not sure.
If you want to do that, you can. I can wait for you. Yeah.
Okay, no problem.
Just use the same. Use the same link to jump back on. Use the same link to jump back on. So I'm not going anywhere.
All right, buddy. Bye.
Right. Shawn will be back. Let me go ahead and have him. He'll be back. I'm gonna share something with you guys. I'm trying to find the share button. Last time I was here with you guys, I was able to share video. I showed you guys the video that I shared. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to find this thing. Let me just find a place. Let me find a place to save it, because the way I do things, knowing me, I will delete the whole thing. You know, I'm tech savvy, but sometimes I'm not that tech savvy. Sometimes I accidentally delete things that I'm not supposed to. People are like, hey, how do you do this? And I'm like, oh, I don't know. Control Alt Delete. Well, don't delete everything. Sometimes it happens though. Sometimes I end up deleting everything. So yeah, what I wanted to do is I wanted to add, not adding music, because the last time I added music, that killed me. So I wanted to add a local video. Let me see if this local video works. And oh, yeah, I can do it right here. Let me see. Let me see. I'm checking. I am checking. I'm checking. There's a video that I want to show of Shawn, and I'll probably wait till he jumps on. When he jumps on, I'll show it to him. But again, it's a lot of this video thing, a lot of everything's going on is crazy. What did everybody do today? It's Thursday. Ash Wednesday was yesterday. Did anybody give anything up for Lent? Did anybody give anything up for Lent? I always say I'm going to give up swearing for Lent, but if you drive in San Francisco, you know that's the hardest thing to ever do. Because as soon as you get on, you're like, ah, yeah. That's pretty much what happens. All right. He is back on. Let's get him on the show.
Well, it didn't work.
Give it a
I
shot.
still hear you from my iPad. So
You give it a shot. It's all right, man.
Yeah.
Shut up. I was telling everybody I want to show a video. The cool thing about this feature, or this restream, is I can share videos and I can share things. And I'm trying to find that one video of you that we came and watched. I forgot the name of the place we were there, like Coconut or something. Coconut something.
Cuckoo coconuts.
Maybe it was that. Is that like right off Waikiki?
Yeah. That's the one.
What's not off Waikiki? Everything's off Waikiki nowadays, right?
Everything's all Waikiki.
Everything's in Waikiki. Everything's there. And again, if I see if I can do it this way. Oh, no, it doesn't work that way. It doesn't work that way. Come on, Eric. I'm going to end up deleting the video. That's what's going to happen. The video is going to end up getting deleted, and I'm going to be like, ah, Jesus, I just deleted the video. The only bad thing about me streaming through YouTube, or live streaming through YouTube, is I can't play music. I can't share anything because YouTube will be like, nope, that's ours. You guys can't play that. I'm sorry. Can't happen. Oh, here it is. Okay. I can't play this. Let me see if this works. Let me see if this works.
Is your audio messed up?
Is my audio messed up? What do you hear?
Oh my gosh. I feel like I'm on marijuana or something.
You know, that's one of the things that I heard last time I tried to do this. They were saying that my audio was messed up.
Yeah.
Let me see. Let me try turning down my audio. Oh, what is that? Is that you?
Hold on. I'm trying to.
Whatever you turned on, turn it back off.
There.
Yeah, that squeal is gone.
What?
That was. I was like, ooh, what is that? That's loud.
I have no idea.
That was loud. So the only thing about Restream is like your Wi-Fi signal has to be like strong. But I'm looking at your analytics on my side, and it looks like your Wi-Fi is coming in strong.
Sometimes strong here. Kind of. sometimes.
Let me go. Let me show
It's
this something that I can do that I love about this right here. So this is Shawn Garnett.
oh,
This is Sean playing. Is yeah, it says it right there. Like Cuckoo Coconuts.
Sugar coconut, yeah.
So if you guys are in Waikiki, if you guys want to visit Waikiki, if you're ever there, I have this. This is a cool feature here. Check this out, Sean. You can follow Sean at
Hey,
Hawaiian Dude 77 on his Instagram account. He always posts where he's going to be or where he's going to be playing. Um, cool thing to watch. So for my friends in Waikiki right now who is watching and listening, definitely go watch Sean. Um, you're I know you're back on this sometime this week, right?
for sure.
So I got somebody watching us on Twitch. I don't even Twitch. Do you know what Twitch is?
Yeah, I watched a few things on Twitch and all that.
I've never watched Twitch.
Yeah, it's about video games and stuff, and sometimes people play music, and yeah.
Is it like YouTube where they'll ban you for playing copyrighted music?
I don't think so. I don't think they do. I mean, it might have changed, so I really don't know. I haven't really dived into the whole
Twitch
uh,
thing?
Twitch pool, I guess.
I just added it because I was able to live stream through it, and
Yeah,
there's one person watching us on Twitch, and knowing that one person's probably a bot,
yeah,
probably somebody watching us making sure we don't make fun of Twitch.
exactly.
Yeah. Hawaiian Dude 77 on Instagram. No
That's the.
spaces at Hawaiian Dude 77. So
Hmm.
definitely go watch him there when he's performing.
Yes, thank you.
How's everything been, man? How's Aloha life? How's everything been for you down there? How's the you know
Oh, it's been all right. I've just been busier with gigs and whatnot.
that's good. Yeah.
Super thankful on that. Can pay bills and all that. You're struggling a little bit when you pay your bills with your tips, when you're getting tips and all that. So like, it's it's all right. But like we had some paychecks come in and
Yeah.
everything's all good now. So like I'm just starting to get busier and busier. So which is what I really wanted. So
Yeah. I mean that's cool.
yep.
I mean anything that we should know like movie wise? Are you back or on TV? Are you back doing any TV shows?
Haven't done any TV in a while, but hopefully I think Magnum is wrapping a bit, or it has wrapped.
Okay.
So hopefully, Flippo will be back on 5-0 next. I mean, Magnum next season.
Whoa,
And
5-0. You telling us something we don't know?
oh no, no,
Spoiler
no,
alert.
no!
Spoiler alert.
Ain't no spoiler alert. It's done. It's done. So it's
Bring it
done.
bring it
So
back. We had a
I would.
patient that came in the clinic today, and it was the exact same name as the main character on Hawaii 5-0. The only difference was it was 20 years younger, and I'm like, is that him? And he's just trying to pretend that he's in his 20s, really when he's in his 40s. Look nothing like him. Look
Not the
nothing like
guy.
him. Nothing like McGarrett.
Yeah. Now, maybe one day they'll have a movie or something. I don't know. I'm not sure. I would love. I would love. Now it's not a spoiler, and I'm just thinking of from my brain, my dumb brain. I would love to like have a episodic thing with Kamikona and Shrimp Truck. I mean,
Yeah.
all the adventures and misadventures of Kamikona and Flippa. Like this. I think that would be really cool.
They should make that happen. I mean, I would definitely watch that, man. That's something I would
I think
definitely watch
yeah,
if it
that'd be
happened.
a lot of people. I think
Yeah.
a lot of people. And then like have the occasional main character come in and you know see us. I think
Yeah.
would be really cool.
Yeah, I would watch it. I would definitely watch it. I would watch it just I mean, even if they did something where, you guys were just competing against each other with the food trucks, because like the season ended, you had your own truck, right?
I had it and then they blew it up.
Oh,
Yeah, I had it and then they blew it up. And then I was supposed to go in business with Grover's brother or something,
oh,
like
that's
a
right. Right.
bakery business. That didn't go anywhere. So I'm like, this is balls.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's all good though. It's all good.
That's probably the only. I mean, shout out to the writers and all that stuff who put a lot of hard work in this show.
Mm.
But that was probably the one of the episodes that I did not like.
Oh, the last one.
Well, the Thanksgiving episode where they were fighting over who has a better turkey and
Oh,
they almost caught the house on fire. I mean, I was just like,
yeah.
dude, it's Thanksgiving, man. Come on.
Like when the holidays roll along, like sometimes families are like that, dysfunctional families. When everybody comes together. Look at Christmas Vacation, like
Oh,
everybody comes together. Just all hell breaks loose.
well, Christmas Vacations because the original with Chevy Chase, is that the one? The original with Chevy Chase, right?
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
Chevy Chase is just not that kind of dad that you can trust to do anything.
No, no, at all.
I mean, you killed the dog. You had grandma riding on the roof of your car in
Oof.
Vegas Vacation. Was it Vegas
Yeah.
Vacation? No, it was just Vacation. It was just
No, it
Vacation.
was regular vacation. Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, come on. I mean, then you're gonna trust him with all this electricity to light up a light during Christmas?
Oh man, I love all the vacation movies.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't like any of the was that the remake that they did with Vacation. I didn't like any of that.
I think it was more of a continuation because like that was Rusty when he was older and he has a family. It was yeah, maybe it was a reboot, but it was like a you know Rusty's adventure, and what
They should have called it that.
he wanted to do, so
They should have called it Rusty's Vacation or Rusty's Vacation.
Rusty's adventure. Yeah,
That sounds like a porno, man.
I watched many. Never mind.
Yeah.
My
Yeah.
wife is there.
It's like, oh, this not go no Rusty Vacation. What is this? It's some Howley trying to go to Vegas.
Gotta go Vegas. Not even going Trader Sam's. But
Oh,
Trader
man.
Joe. Honestly, I lived in Hawaii almost my whole life. I've never gone up there and be like, oh yeah, I gotta go to Trader Joe's. Like I never know what the hell Trader Joe's was. I went up there to go In-N-Out Burger and the buffets.
Yeah.
That was Trader Joe's.
Yeah. It took me a couple years before I realized Trader Joe's was trying to market the Hawaiian theme,
Of course.
and I'm like, wait, why is it, like they're like, oh, they're trying to be like Trader Sam's, but they're more of a grocery store, so they're Trader Joe's. I'm like, but Trader Sam's spells it, it doesn't spell it with an ER, it's just TRAD apostrophe R, right?
Isn't Trader Sam's is a store? I thought it was like a tiki bar.
Yeah, Tiki Bar, Trader Sam's, that's what I mean.
Oh.
They don't spell it the way Trader Joe's spells it. Trader Joe's is the ER,
Weird.
My Filipino family, they mess up with the pronunciation. So instead of Trader Joe's, they go Trader's Joe. Just one Joe. Just one Joe.
Trader's Joe.
There's multiple traders, but there's only one Joe. So it's Trader's Joe.
Oh man. Oh,
Yeah, it is.
what can you do?
What can you do? I want someone to throw me a comment. You guys watching on Facebook right now, my YouTube, I know I got people watching on YouTube. So for you guys who's not watching on YouTube, jump on my YouTube and watch because I want to show Shawn the chat feature on here. This chat feature on here, man, is so different. So I'm gonna show you what it's like. If someone throws you a chat right now, this is Restream's chat. I can just pop it in the screen like this. I can show it to you, and it's gonna pop up on the bottom right there.
Oh, nice. Okay, that's cool.
So they say, hey, Shawn, what's your next TV show? I can just pop it up right there. It's gonna pop up right there. And the live stream I did a couple days ago, it was getting cool. It was cool because all my YouTube people were watching, but we were heading towards a direction where I was like, all right, we're talking about old rumbles back in the 80s and 90s. I better change the topic real fast.
Get off that horse.
Yeah. They're like, you remember when we used to rumble at the Westlake gym? I'm like, oh God, do you remember the old Westlake Theater? Like,
Oh, that kind of stuff.
yeah. They wanted to talk about Rumble. I got 2 people watching me on YouTube. You guys on YouTube, throw me a comment, throw me a shout. You bot on Twitch, throw me a Twitch comment. Facebook, there's a couple of you guys watching. Throw me a thumbs up. I don't know if thumbs up work on Restream. I don't know if it does.
Like a razor or something.
I'm hoping Facebook would come out with a shaka on their little emojis because
I think that'd be cool.
They have one on the emojis on the phone, but only iPhones has it because Android doesn't have it. So.
Yeah, they have it on the iPhone. I think it's like a shaka, right? Or it's just like I thought it was like something else. Yeah, like it wasn't really a shaka. It was like something like a phone. Was it phone?
Call me.
Call me.
Maybe. All right, I got a comment from Douglas, and this is his comment right here, watching us on YouTube. Aloha, everyone from Orlando, Florida, via 4150. What is a 4150, Douglas? What is that? Is that the zip code in Florida?
All right. Is he messaging from jail?
What is that? Your jail number?
Is that your jail?
Well. There's no. I don't think there's a main jail in Orlando unless you're in Disneyland jail or Universal jail.
Oh, yeah, probably.
Douglas, what's the 41510? Is 415? Is that the? Oh, never mind. Here you go. He says it's San Francisco, Oakland area code. All right.
Oh. Okay, Douglas, Dougie.
Sorry, Doug. Sorry, Doug. I thought that was for some reason. I thought that was the zip code. Aloha, Doug from Orlando. How's the weather in Orlando? How's everything in Orlando? I know it's a little late out there. It's kind of cool. We're in 3 different time zones right now. I'm in the Pacific. Shawn is. What is that considered where you are?
I've always considered it just Hawaii Standard Time.
I always call it. If you saw the post I posted today, I put 8:08 time.
Yeah.
And then Douglas is in the Eastern time zone, so it's 3 hours ahead, right? Wow. So that's cool. We're in 3 different time zones. Someone in Europe, someone in the Philippines. If you guys are watching, what time is it in the Philippines? I'm not gonna do my math. I'm just gonna look at my iPhone and
yeah, that's what I usually do too.
Yeah. So
whenever I do like a live stream, I always say like 12 noon Hawaii time.
Yeah.
So just nowadays people just go on their phone and they can work it out themselves.
Doug says, no worries, keep up the great work. You guys rock. Oh, thank you.
You rock, Douglas.
You rock. Do you smell what the Rock? I'm not a big fan of The Rock anymore. You know that? That's kind of weird.
Ooh, yeah, me neither.
I was a big fan of The Rock when he was a wrestler. And then I became a big fan of The Rock when he started doing movies. And I'm like, all right, he's doing movies. But now he's just doing everything, and it's kind of getting annoying.
Yeah, it's like, I mean, I'll always be a fan of his.
Yeah, I'm a fanboy out if I see him.
Wrestling, if I ever got to talk to him, hey, I'll be all, but like, yeah, he's everywhere. He's everywhere.
He's everywhere. I was surprised to see him on the Super Bowl. And I'm like, why are you here?
He's in LA. I mean, yeah, now he's in Hawaii right now. He's doing.
Did he ever do that King Kamehameha movie? Wasn't he supposed to do a King Kamehameha movie? Did that ever come out?
There were talks of him being in the Kamehameha movie, but I'm not sure. He had a lot of flack and a lot of negative comments of him being Kamehameha. So, which is more rightfully so. I mean, Hawaiians will voice their opinions as loud as they want.
Yeah.
So, and if it's something sacred like Kamehameha, Hawaiians will tell you what's right and what's wrong. Just like Mauna Kea, like
we don't rock the Rock. We don't want the Rock. No Rock.
Yeah.
No Rock.
Yeah.
Douglas just says the Rock is doing a lot indeed. Much aloha's fam. Thank you, Douglas, for your comments.
Right up.
What about Jason Momoa as King Kamehameha?
He could be. I mean, the Rock could be too. these days, anybody can
Yeah.
do any kind of role, you know. So I really don't know. I hope that if they do it, they honor the Hawaiian culture and that they honor it correctly and like how it was. I mean, we really don't know how Kamehameha looked like. There's no pictures.
Yeah.
There's only a picture of that one picture that we see of Kamehameha as an old man with the gray hair and everything. Is like we really don't know how he looked like. So yeah,
Doug says good night. He's going to sleep. It's was it 9 o'clock Eastern time? Yeah, 9 o'clock Eastern time. Good night, Doug. Thank you for
gotta get
jumping
up
on,
early.
for watching. Thank you for your comments.
Thanks, dude.
Shout out to Orlando and Oakland and San Francisco with the 415 and the 510 area code. Thank you for watching. Thank you for jumping on. Thank you for watching me and Sean. But yeah, I mean, who else would be? I mean, if they play that role, I mean, I know, enough of Hawaiian culture to where I can say maybe you're right about but about them. Maybe whoever they bring to play Kamehameha is going to be like, the Hawaiians will be like, nah, you can't do that.
Yeah,
That's not
yeah.
what it was. And maybe the Hawaiians out there don't want it to be Hollywood.
Be made. I mean, yeah, because you know what Hollywood does. Hollywood will Hollywood-ish it. Like it would try to add so much drama and so much whatever to
Yeah.
it. I mean, look at like the Johnny, like biopic movies like Johnny Cash and all that. Like maybe some of it happened, maybe some of it didn't happen. So they have to add that extra, dramatic stuff just to make it.
Since you're a musician, let me ask you this: you're a musician, you play music. What's your favorite biography or movie story that they told about a musician? What's your favorite one that's out there right now?
Is it does it have to be like a real movie or like a documentary or
It could be
just?
a real, it could be a documentary, it could be something,
Oh,
it's
well,
something that told their life, like the Selena story or even like the Richie Valens story.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I'll definitely say Johnny Cash or Walk the Line
Line, yeah, yeah, yeah,
with Joaquin Phoenix.
yeah.
A awesome documentary that I love watching is about Joe Strummer of the Clash. It's The Future Is Unwritten. That's a really good documentary about him and the band and all that. So
Nice.
I like that. Yeah, what else? What else? There's got to be another. Well, La Bamba.
Oh, everybody,
La Bamba.
come on,
Um,
come on.
yeah. What was that one with Buddy Holly with
Well, he was
Gary Busey?
Gary Busey, but Buddy Holly was also on La Bamba, wasn't he? Like,
Yeah,
didn't he do a quick cameo there?
yeah, he did.
That's how they all died. Was on the airplane.
Yes.
My mom is on. My mom just
Oh,
Facebooked us with a comment saying, "Hi, Sean. Nice to see you again."
how's it, Auntie? How you doing?
My mom's probably blushing. Oh, he said hi.
Salamat, salamat po. I know other words, but I'm not gonna say the bad word, the bad
Yeah.
Filipino word.
You could. We would just have to do it off the air. We're not live right now because Sean's going to be talking in Tagalog and he's going to use
Yeah, there you go.
the bad words. That's kind of cool. I'm gonna show my mom up again. She never usually comes on.
Yay!
On. She replies with, "I'm okay. I am okay."
Me too, Auntie. I'm okay. I'm okay too.
Yeah, Mom, he'll
So,
be a lot better when you send him some frozen lumpia and he can fry
ooh,
it when he's
ooh. Now,
eating.
is the lumpia like? Is it better if you fry it with the oil, or 'cause I just acquired a air fryer, like a toaster oven. No, you got to do it correctly with the oil in the pan and everything, right?
The air fryer is good if you have to reheat it. If you're gonna
Oh, okay.
reheat it, then you can use the air fryer. But if you're gonna do it from scratch, no, you got to go old
Yeah,
school. You gotta,
old school. Old school is always the best.
yeah,
Yeah.
you gotta do that.
I got some like popcorn chicken, like the from the seafood, whatever, like the box.
Yeah,
I put it in the air fryer. I took it out, and it tastes just like I'm eating it from Long John Silver's. It was
oh,
pretty good. It was pretty good, I must admit. So, yeah, God bless anybody who made that air fryer.
yes. My mom threw a comment on here. Maybe we can decipher what she's saying. Okay, with oil is better. Oh yeah, she said okay with oil is
Yeah,
better. I'm sorry.
always good.
Sorry, mom. I was thinking of something else when you said oil is better.
Now, does your mom make like all the kind of traditional Filipino foods? Like, because I love going to Atlanta's and getting the lechon,
Oh
le-
man, yeah.
um, what else? Oh, my grandpa and I used to have the sari sari.
Oh
Oh, and you can like the pork is like just still like crunchy. You can the skin. You can when you go. You're like, oh, baga is on.
yeah.
Oh,
Atlanta's, is that the one in Waipahu? Is that the one?
yes,
Oh
yeah,
yeah.
that's
We went over there and I tried the adobo omelet.
yeah, domo fried rice. Yeah,
Oh my god.
yeah.
Oh my god.
Was your mouth broke? Did
Oh my god. And the funny thing was, I ordered adobo omelet for me, and we ordered adobo on the side and some fried rice for the kids, not knowing that the adobo omelet would have been enough for all of
you know?
us.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I I thoroughly enjoyed the adobo omelet, but I do like the other omelet, the fried rice omelet. It's the regular original one. It's the one like with the bacon and
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, that one is is always good.
Oh man. I mean,
Been a
man,
while.
my friend who's in Hawaii right now, you just heard that. Lena's in Waipahu. If you guys get your car out there, you guys are. I know there's a lot to do in Hilton Hawaiian Village,
Yeah,
but go get out of Waikiki and go explore the island.
yeah. Don't be afraid about Wipeout. No worries.
Yeah, just just act like you're Japanese tourists when you're there.
Exactly, exactly. Arigato gozaimashita.
Oh, try to go to Elena's.
Alright, I like the Richan special with
Richard, the
adobo fried rice food.
I'm not gonna say anything because I'm really, my Facebook's gonna get cut off because I'm gonna be like, you guys are making fun of Japanese.
We make in Hawaii we make fun of everybody, but it's like it's how we grew up, like that's
It's
how
not.
it is, and it's not like a racist thing. It's just like that's how people act.
We
You
have
know?
fun. We enjoy. It's not. We're not making fun, and
Yeah,
it's funny because when you hear a Japanese comedian make fun of themselves, it's even funnier.
of course.
It's even funnier. What's the population of Japanese versus others in Hawaii right now?
Uh, like you're like living
Yeah,
living in Hawaii.
living there. Yeah, not coming.
Oh man, I mean the ratio of Japanese and Hawaiian mixture because they have a lot more Japanese than Hawaiian. There's a lot. There's a lot on the island, but like from Japan that's living in Hawaii. I don't know, maybe 10-20% of it. Maybe it is because they're buying up all those condos.
Oh yeah, turning into Airbnbs.
Oh yeah, of course. So
Yeah. Yeah. How do you feel about that? How do you feel about, like especially Waikiki? I was looking for a friend and we were looking at Hawaii and I looked at the one of the condos there and I was like, this condo is now an Airbnb and it looks nice. I mean, it's like in Waikiki, it's not that far. But
yeah,
the Airbnb, you're looking over the Alawai Canal, which is like, you got that
yeah.
bad view.
Due to water. How do I feel about that? I mean, yeah, that's their kuleana. That's what they do. So they want to
Business.
yeah, their business. If they want to buy and all that, that's cool. But yeah, just respect everybody. Respect the land. That's
Yeah.
about it. Yeah.
I mean, it's
Yeah.
cool. I mean, I like it. I like coming out there. I like visiting. I like doing all the stuff that the Hawaii has to offer.
Hmm.
I always get jealous whenever I hear someone's in Hawaii right now, but at the same time, it's like, you know, traveling from here to San Francisco to Hawaii, it's a headache. It's like you gotta get on the plane. You gotta do the 5 hour trip. Then when you get there, you lose 2 to 3 hours depending on what the time difference,
Yeah.
and then it's like, oh, you're tired. I mean, it's a cool place to visit. Like I told you before, whenever we come there, I don't like staying in Waikiki. I will stay in Waikiki, but then I'm driving everywhere else because
Yeah.
everywhere else is where the best place to go. So
Yeah. Yeah. Just like the mainland. People living in San Francisco and Vegas and everything. Like just people from Hawaii are in awe. Like, oh my goodness, it's the Golden Gate Bridge, and you guys see the Golden Gate Bridge every single day.
yeah,
for people that's been living on the island for almost their whole lives, like they're not used to that kind of stuff. So when I moved to Vegas, I'm like, billboards. Wow, this is cool. Like it's just
Cafes.
yeah. Like ooh, In-N-Out Burger. What is this? Like so it's just it's crazy. You know.
Yeah, yeah. No, you're right. You're right. I mean, like I'm one of those guys where I see this Golden Gate Bridge, and we don't make an effort to see the Golden Gate Bridge, but when we do, we're like, wow, I can't believe people come visits this. Wow.
Like when you're young, you take it for granted. And then when you get older, it's just like, oh, I'm thankful that I live here. Like I
Yeah,
do the 5-0 tours like Mondays and Wednesdays, sometimes Wednesdays, and like I look in the back the yard where McGarrett and Dano sits, and I'm just like, wow, this is pretty cool to wake up to.
yeah,
Like, I better be thankful every single day that I get to live here, even though like it's a struggle sometimes. It's like, you know, I'd rather struggle at something that I love and like something
yeah.
that
You're right.
makes me happy than
Yeah,
be somewhere else like struggling to be happy. So
that's a question I forgot to ask you last time. You mentioned you mentioned you do the McGarrett 50 tour. Um,
mhm.
the house in the TV show, is it exactly how it looks in real life, or is that just
Yeah,
is that a studio? Not a studio, but is
uh,
that you know?
both they look exactly how it is on TV, and when they have to do an indoor shot, it's mostly at the studio. They built from the curb, like like the picnic tables to the curb, all the way to the living room is on the set.
Okay, okay,
And it's much more easier. They don't every time they have to film inside the house, they have to bring out the furniture and everything, and it's a humbug. So they build it McGarrett's living room on a set,
that's
and then
cool.
yeah, so it's much more easier. And in the background, if they need like the sky to be dark or it's rainy outside, they have like a blue, blue or green, background just to make whatever you need to make. So
Whatever the effects was, yeah,
yeah, yeah.
because yeah, watching it, I always wonder like when they show the shot I'm talking about. They show like the ocean or the beach, and then they zoom
Uh,
into the backyard, and then they all of a sudden they show the house. I'm like, is that the same place?
yep.
Because Hollywood is always notorious for changing things up. So
Yeah, it's been the same since day one. That there was one time where they buried the money. They were gonna bury it in the middle of the lawn, and the owner's like, "Oh, dude, we can't have that because we have a wedding the next day." So they built it over there by the tree.
okay,
So yeah, so it's just little things like that. But like what you see on the TV, the outdoors and the outerior, if you want to say, it's like it's
yeah,
it's all the same.
that's cool. That's cool. Is what's your favorite movie that was filmed in Hawaii so far? It could be a movie, it could be a TV show.
It could be a TV show. Oh my goodness. Godzilla, no, not Godzilla. 50. Everybody said 51st Dates.
What I didn't like about 51st Dates is they didn't what word am I looking for? They didn't show Hawaii the way a lot of people want to see Hawaii, right?
Yeah, they showed it like Looney Tunes kind of.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah. They showed that little diner where they had and that diner's not even a real diner, right?
I don't think so. I think maybe it's a little shack or something. I
Yeah.
haven't really looked up on the history of the movie, but yeah, I think it's no longer there, or maybe it's still there. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
I retract and I say my favorite one, other than 51st Dates or whatever, is Descendants with George
Oh,
Clooney.
oh.
Yeah,
They filmed that in okay, okay. I got to check
yeah,
that out.
they filmed that over here, and then I think they
Okay.
went to Maui.
Okay.
Yeah, but yeah,
See
it's
what I
very.
what I like about it, if they're gonna film like Avengers, Marvel characters, they're notorious for San Francisco. Um, what I like about things like that is you have to compliment the city that you're filming in, right? So when they show movies in San Francisco, I want you to compliment my city. Shang Chi was the only one that I know that's done it so far. Shang Chi, Ant Man and the Wasp.
Ant-Man. Yeah, yeah.
Man of the Wasp, yeah, they did that. They complimented the city. Venom didn't really do a good job complimenting the city. I mean, they showed shots from all different angles, but didn't really show like, I mean, the only thing I can think of right now is Hawaii Five-0. Hawaii Five-0, the remake. They showed a lot of different parts on Hawaii, and that's what I like.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah, like you can like when they're on the road and they're in like in Pearl City, and then in 30 seconds they're in like in Waianae.
yeah,
It's like it's like yeah, that around 3 o'clock on the freeway. No, no way, Charlie.
yeah.
No way, because you're gonna be stuck in traffic.
They did that in Ant-Man of the Wasp, and my kids go crazy over that. There's a scene when he's Giant Man, and he's trying to chase the guy who has Hank Pym's building, right?
Yeah.
Like he cuts through an alley, and then all of a sudden he comes out. He's at Fisherman's Wharf. We're like, dude, you were like 20 minutes away. How'd what alley is that? But it's just Hollywood. That's how Hollywood is. But if you live in the city, like, wait a minute, how are you driving down to Barcadero? You made that right turn and you're on Market Street. There's no way that happens.
Only true San Franciscans will
Yeah.
know. Is that a right word, San Franciscans or
Yes.
San Franciscoians?
San Franciscans. I think that's the way to say it. And since I have you on this topic, we don't like San Fran.
Oh yeah.
We don't like San Fran. We don't. I mean, that's just me. I mean, I grew up in San Francisco, and when you say San Fran, you're just, you're cutting it short. Some people, they still say Frisco, and I'm okay with Frisco. If you say, oh,
Frisco.
we're from Frisco, that's fine. But don't say San Fran. Don't cut us short.
Okay, maybe I should on your when you call me, I say Eric from San Fran. No, I gotta change it. Oh, Eric from San Francisco.
Great. It's funny because there's a commercial out on the radio here in San Francisco, and it's one of those commercials where they're trying to get you to get back on the cruise ship, right? It's like one of the cruise ship commercials, and they're like, we have a couple ships that leaves off the San Fran dock. I'm like, where's San Fran? Where's that?
Like nails on the chalkboard.
Oh my God. Yeah, it's annoying. It's, I mean, that's how you can tell. I'm pretty sure the same way you are in Hawaii. You can tell how long a person's lived in a city by how they mention the city. Oh, where do you live? Oh, I live in San Fran. Oh, you've probably been here for like 5 years then, because yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, it's kind of like how people automatically would say, okay, you lived in Hawaii for 5 years, so you're Hawaiian, or you were born in Hawaii, so you're Hawaiian. It's like you're only Hawaiian if you have the koko, if you have the blood, like you just because you were born here, you're not Hawaiian. You could be Hawaiian in heart,
Yeah.
and in soul and mind, but if you don't have the koko, if your ancestors weren't Hawaiian, then I'm sorry, Charlie, but
just because you wore shakas on your Facebook doesn't make you Hawaiian, huh?
Exactly. Just because you go to Trader Sam's and Trader Joe's, and, you go to Vegas and you get those the shortbread cookies that look like the cards. Remember? Oh, my grandpa used to bring that all the time.
Speaking of which, my friend that's in Hawaii right now, don't forget Honolulu Cookie Company. Bring me back some, please.
Sure.
The one that's chocolate dip is my favorite.
Oh.
So we have a lot of those, man, and it's funny you mentioned that, because we have a lot of those where, I'm gonna go to Hawaii for a week. We're gonna go hang out.
Yeah.
And then you come back and you all of a sudden you talk, oh, bro, we go to the beach and we go hang out there for a while. Like, dude, what happened to your voice?
Yeah, you can just get transplanted, like it just it goes on you and it grows on you.
It grows on you. But what kills me is, like, there's people here who visits Hawaii every year, but then, like you said, you're Hawaiian at heart, you're Hawaiian in mind and spirit.
Yeah.
But you also got to remember where you come from. It's like, it's like,
it's like you were born in Colorado.
Yeah.
Like you might love this land and all that. I understand that, but like,
I mean, hey, trust me, I love Hawaii.
Yeah.
If I moved back to Hawaii, I'd move back to Hawaii in a heartbeat. But it's just the lifestyle there is different than the lifestyle out here. It's like,
Eh,
in California, in San Francisco, I go 2 hours any direction. I'm either still in California or I'm in a different state.
yeah,
You know,
exactly.
an hour and 20 minutes driving around Hawaii. I'm back exactly where I started from.
Atlanta's.
Atlanta's.
Start at Atlanta's and at Atlanta's.
And by then you'll have another appetite to eat another adobo.
Oh, I think they have Atlanta's. See, we're like going back to square one about Atlanta's. I think they have mobile trucks or food trucks, Atlanta food trucks. I see them parked downtown on King Street. I think
Oh,
right, right before Iolani Palace. So like, because like this business, that's a business district. So they go for lunch, they get their adobo fried rice, and head back to work. So
I saw Leonard's even has a mobile
oh
truck. Right?
yeah, we went over there a couple days ago for Fat Tuesday. Like it was crazy. Like the lines were just like 1 hour wait for your malasada
Oh,
because it was Fat Tuesday. I'm like, okay, so like all these locals are getting their freaking malasadas. It's like you guys never get malasadas, but you got to go on Fat Tuesday. It's like
it's the closest thing to a beignet that they can get, right? That's the closest thing
exactly
they can get to a New Orleans beignet to get a malasala from Leonard's.
sugar all over the place. It's like, ugh. Yeah,
Like,
my wife.
we could have just went to the regular store and get one. It would be a lot shorter wait.
Exactly. It's like, yeah, well, you got to get the original.
Yeah,
Gotta,
of
gotta
course.
get.
It's
Do they have any? Do they have any malasalas over there in San Francisco?
San Fran does not have malasalas. How do you say malasala?
Malasadas.
Malasada.
My brain was too fast in
Okay.
my mouth. It was
Yeah.
malasadas.
Malasadas. No, but we have a bunch of French cuisine areas in the city that sells like beignets.
Mm,
With the what is it? The sugar spread or whatever they do over there.
yes.
We have a couple of those, but no. I mean, I can't think of any place here that sells anything authentic Hawaiian. A lot of them is pretty much is you got your L&L, you got your Onos,
Yeah. Yeah.
you got the little Asian lady when you walk in. Oh, mahado. Yeah, they're
You
playing.
don't like that seat over there or this
You know,
one over here for you? Okay.
they're playing the 51st Date soundtrack. On the loudspeaker.
Aroha, we have a Karuru pig with mac salad. Huh?
Like, two chicken kasu for you.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes, I did. And then
Oh,
you walk out, oh, mahado. Like, yeah, thank you. Thank you.
I love cute little like Japanese old
Yeah.
lady. I went to the bank earlier and I was talking to one and she was looking at this one camera like in the case. I guess it's one of those newer cameras where you take a picture and it's like the Polaroid, it comes out like 30 seconds after you take it. She's like, "Oh, this a good camera. This a good. Oh, they make all the kind of automotive good things. Yeah." I'm like, "Yeah, auntie, it's awesome. Yeah." I was like, "Yeah, very good. Okay, bye." And then she left. Like, no, she left to go, or do her banking and stuff. So like, oh, I love Hawaii.
Oh, it's made in Korea. It's no good. No.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, the Korean. Oh no, you must have a China or a Japan.
It's made with Samsung. Oh, no.
Just like in Back to the Future, it's made in Japan.
Man. Oh man, I'm trying really hard not to talk about Back to the Future because me.
Dive into it, huh?
You
But
know me. Once I get started with Back to the Future, it was just on a couple days ago. It's like
you just watch it every time I do a damn thing like a podcast thing with you. It's always like, oh, I watched a couple days ago. It's like,
I sent you that. I sent you the picture of we were at Walmart and they had
yeah,
that little figure of Doc Brown, and I was like, God, do I want to buy? Should I buy this? Should I buy this?
do I need to buy this? I think I do.
Do I need to buy Christopher? I mean, if they had a Marty, then I would have bought it. But you can't have a Doc Brown without a Marty. And I looked it up online. I'm like, oh man, Marty's going for like $100. So we get it.
I want to get the Back to the Future hat. Like the tie dye one.
Yeah.
I saw it on Amazon.
Universal Studios. If I know anyone
Yeah,
going to Universal Studios, I'll try to have them grab one for you.
cool. I think I had one, or no, it was my friend's one, and I tried to steal it, but well, borrow it.
Let me
Hawaiian
just
bar.
borrow this for a couple days.
Yeah, back.
Like 3 years later, isn't that my hat? Oh, bro, I had it for 3 years. It's mine now.
Son of.
It's my hat now. What are you talking about?
I love the fact that in movies like that, like the cars are characters as
Mhm.
well. Back to the Future, Ghostbusters, oh, A Team, Scooby Doo, my favorite Herbie, the Love Bug, Ecto One, all of them, Millennium Falcon. All
Hmm.
these movies have these cars, iconic cars, and they also have characters and they have souls.
Yeah.
And you just look at it, and you're just like, wow, like this is the coolest thing ever. You know, like
Do you guys have anybody out there in Hawaii? We have a couple people here. I don't know who they are, but I know there's a couple people in San Francisco that if they have a green van, it's gonna say Mystery Machine on the side. If they have an old school station wagon or a hearse, they're gonna deck it out, make it look like Ecto One. Do you guys have any of those in Hawaii?
Dude, long time ago, and I say long time because it was like 15 years ago. I played a gig at in Waianae, and parked outside was the Ecto One from Ghostbusters 2.
Nice.
I was freaking out. I was just like, oh, "There's a Ghostbusters car." I wanted to go over there and steal it or borrow it, but yeah, I had too much beers.
That's kind of it's good for two reasons. Either one, they're promoting the movie, or is there actually really a ghost that they're trying to hunt? You know?
Yeah, exactly. It was down Waianae, so
Oh,
had plenty ghosts over there.
I was listening to this podcast. I'm gonna share the podcast with you, and it's this guy who's talking about he's talking about hauntings in Hawaii, right? And he talks
Oh,
about famous haunted areas in Hawaii. And I
mm,
started listening to him, and I think he has about 10 or 12 podcasts out, but his voice is really dry. You know, he's like, and then you go down the Waianae Road, and
yeah.
then you turn around, and then he has sound effects, which it's kind of cool. But then
Mm.
he's like, we went down Lover's Lane and we turned around and we saw two people kissing. I'm like, come on,
He
dude.
sounds like Steven Seagal to me.
You're trying to scare me. Why are you putting these little sound effects on?
Oh,
But yeah, you know, I'm
what's
stuck
it?
with it.
Yeah, send me the podcast. I'll check it out
Let me see if I can let me see if I can find the name of it.
because it'll be much more funnier if I actually know the guy.
It's called Ghost Lore of Hawaii. And let me see if there's the name of the person who's doing it. See, I clicked on it. Now it's actually trying to get me to listen to it.
Okay,
Yeah, no, I'll send it to you. And yeah,
good.
it doesn't say who the guy. I'm pretty sure the guy says it in the beginning of who he is. But I've been listening to that when I'm at work, and you know, sometimes you just want to sit there and and try to get yourself out of work
Yeah.
mind, and you listen to these ghost stories. I don't know if ghost stories are a cool thing to listen to while you're at work.
Oh well, it kills time. It kills a lot of time. I mean, I used to listen to. I was a security guard back in the day, and it was me and this other individual. One of my good friends, Roy. I used to work with him in that shift, and another one. His name was Popa. His last name was Popa. I have no idea what his first name was, but we call him Popa. And he had a stutter. He had gray hair. He had a gray mustache. His sunglasses, reading glasses on. He was like he had a bad stutter. So he used to Coast to Coast AM with
Okay.
George Nori, and they got me listening to it. And sometimes they would play a lot of tell a lot of ghost stories and stuff, and aliens and
Mm.
conspiracy. Yeah, that really killed a lot of time because I'm over there and being security guard. It was like, oh, 12 hours. It was like, this
12
sucks.
hours.
Yeah.
Look at Sean's background. It's still sunny for everyone here in San Francisco
Yep.
on the West Coast. We're it's nightfall over there. There's still it's sunset hasn't even set over there yet.
Yeah, but I don't see any snowflakes or nothing.
Nothing,
It's
no rain.
hunky dory.
We're finally getting rain here in San Francisco.
Oh,
Finally. Finally, after a whole dry winter, spring is in 2 weeks. We're finally getting rain.
That's good. Good for you guys. We haven't had rain in a long ass time.
20 minutes?
20 minutes maybe. Oh, well, probably Kaneohe side.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
it was all hunky dory weather. It was like, ugh, this weather sucks, man.
Too hot.
My goodness, swamp ass weather.
Yeah.
But thankful to be alive.
Thankful to be, yeah, exactly. Thankful to be exactly where we are and doing what we
Yeah,
do. Listening
yep.
to ghost stories while you're working at security.
And it was, yeah, it killed a lot of time because like there was nothing to do with that security guard job. It was stupid.
Let me see
But
if
I got paid. Got
let me
paid
see if
to
I can
sit.
play this here.
Both at the
Can you
same
hear that?
time.
Yeah.
Where were her feet?
See?
They whipped their bodies around to confirm the old Hawaiian woman had no feet. She was hovering a foot off the sand.
The title of this one is which one is this one? It was
The woman without feet, probably.
the Kona Lagoon Hotel in the Big Island. So they're doing a ghost story over in the Big Island. But it's like you're making it sound to me. It's like it sounds like a children's ghost story than more of a real ghost story kind of thing.
Yeah. And the lady had no feet because she consumed a lot of sugar and got diabetes.
He's diabetic, and we had to cut it all off.
And to cut him off. And, yeah. He sounds like a clown.
You guys watching on YouTube, throw a comment on here so we can share your comments on what we're doing right now. You guys on Facebook, Mom, don't throw no more comments.
Please don't
Mom,
do it.
no more comments, Mom. No more comments, please, Mom. But everyone else, you one person watching on Twitch, I dare you to throw a comment. And everyone else watching on YouTube, go ahead and throw me a comment. Douglas already said good night. That was a few minutes ago. If you guys want to see that, Douglas said good night. He's done watching. He has to early tomorrow because he's from Orlando and has to be there bright and early. Disneyland, man, I'd want to work at Disneyland.
Oh yeah, my wife always wanted to work at Disneyland.
If you could work in the land, we're talking about Anaheim Disneyland. If you could work in the land, what land would it be? And everything from Star Wars land to Tomorrowland, what land would it be?
Whatever land Pirates of the Caribbean is, probably.
What is that? New Orleans Square? That's New Orleans Square.
Adventures Land.
Adventures Land. Yeah, Adventure. Is it Adventures?
I said Adventures Land. No, it's Adventure Land.
See, Shawn is Filipino now because he's making it plural. Yeah. Adventures Land.
Adventures Land.
Make it double plural. Adventures Lands.
I talk like that all the time.
Adventures Lands. Yeah, so you got that part Filipino in you. That's how Filipinos speak.
Adventures Lands.
Adventures Lands.
Avengers.
Avengers Land?
Marvel's Avengers. So the writer of the Marvel Avenger movies are probably Filipino too.
Marvel's Avengers. Why that is kind of I never thought of that. Marvel's Avenger.
Marvel's Avengers.
How does that work? So there's more than one Marvels, and there's definitely more than one.
I think it's Marvel's like possessive. Like this is, I'm Marvel. I'm like Marvel's Avengers.
Man, I'm not gonna go through that.
We're thinking too much.
We're thinking too much. Now every time I see it, I'm gonna be like, how many Marvels are there?
Yeah, there's a lot of Marvels. There's only one Marvel.
How many Marvels? How do you feel about this new Batman coming out?
It looks pretty cool. I mean, I think anytime a Batman movie comes out is pretty cool. I think a lot of people gave Robert Pattinson, that's his name?
Pattinson.
I'm gonna say the guy from Twilight. Yeah, like they're gonna give him crap anyway because Batman is always gonna be Michael Keaton.
Is that your favorite?
Probably. I mean, Michael Keaton or Christian Bale. Dang it, all of the Batmans had their own style. They're all likeness and whatever. Val Kilmer was great.
Oh yeah, he was a good Batman.
My least favorite was probably Clooney.
Oh yeah, he's nipple Batman.
Yeah, the nipple.
Nipple Batman. Yeah. That's all he's going to be known for is Nipple Batman. He's not going to be known as a good Batman. And it sucked because they had Arnold Schwarzenegger as Mr. Freeze in that one. That if the whole Batman franchise didn't suck, they could have used Mr. Freeze in a different one.
But they did have Uma Thurman, right? They had Uma Thurman.
Uma Thurman. Yeah.
Uma Thurman. Oh,
Poison Ivy. I shall freeze you.
I would Uma her Thurman.
Consider you frozen.
Yeah. Oh, that was such a bad movie.
Batman, you need to just let it go. Let it
You
go.
know the lines from that movie.
Let it go. No. There was one point in my stupid head career that I was trying to get. If you asked me an Arnold Schwarzenegger or told me an Arnold Schwarzenegger movie, I knew the catchphrase in that movie. And everyone did that. It's like, Terminator is I'll be back, right? And then Terminator. Was it Terminator 2 where he says hasta la vista? Is that
hasta la vista, baby.
Yeah.
In Commando, he was like, remember, Sully, I told you I was gonna kill you last. Yeah, I lied.
Command. Oh my god, that's one of the movies where like you don't even remember. Yeah, you don't even remember that movie. You don't.
I watched that when I was like 7 or 8. That's why I'm all messed up. My parents didn't care. I mean, my parents probably did care, but they let me watch like Commando, Lethal Weapon, Aliens. But I wasn't scared of those movies. The only movie that I was scared of was Michael Jackson's Thriller.
Yeah.
For some reason that like weirded me out. I was just like, and my folks were like, "It's Michael Jackson. Don't worry." I was like, "Yeah, but he looked crazy.
There's zombies.
He's a zombie. Look at all those zombies and all that.
He's zombies.
Hell no.
I can handle the killing. I can handle the murders, but a zombie."
Michael Jackson zombie dancing and all that. I was like, And he was the werewolf. Remember, he was scary as the werewolf.
Yeah.
Remember the part where, like, before he was turning into the werewolf, and he's like, "Are you all right, Michael?" And he's like, "Get away!"
Man, Ola Ray in that movie, man. Ola Ray in the thing and if you guys don't remember, Ola Ray was a pinup star on Playboy, and for Michael Jackson and Ola Ray to do a thing together, everyone's like, "All right, what's Ola Ray gonna do?" Yeah.
Woof.
Yeah.
Handsome.
That issue sold out real fast after Thriller.
Yeah, exactly. She got her money and just like, whatever, I'm gonna do whatever.
I'm gonna go back on Playboy. Yeah, it's like, come on, Michael Jackson, don't you like Ola Ray? No, I don't. No, I don't.
Tito, stop laughing.
No, I don't like Ola Ray.
Tito, give me a tissue.
Where's Macaulay?
Ah.
I need my champ. Where's my champ?
That's so sad. So sad. Like, why the hell is he gone? Like, how the hell is he gone? Him, Prince.
Yeah. And they all died the same way. They all died with some kind of medication issue that they were, addicted to. And that's what's sad.
You know what I was thinking the other day, and I tell my wife all my stupid thoughts, and my wife rolls her eyes every single time. But I was thinking, okay, so Michael Jackson passed away, right?
Yeah.
Michael Jackson married Lisa Marie Presley, right?
Yeah.
So Michael Jackson goes to heaven, goes through the pearly gates, and who does he see? Elvis Presley. Will Elvis, or in heaven, do they have like, animosity in heaven? Because it's like, oh, you married my daughter, huh?
What'd you do? I can't do an Elvis impression.
What'd you do to my daughter? Michael Jackson said, I never did nothing. You ignorant, like that.
Hey,
there's no animosity.
I wasn't cruel. I wasn't cruel to your daughter.
Yeah. So, yeah. Will heaven have that awkwardness?
That's a good one.
Because, and also, I don't know why we're on heaven, but Michael Jackson. So when you get married, right, and your loved one passes away, But then in Earth, you find somebody else to love and you marry that. So when both of you guys pass away and you go to heaven, who do you go to? Do you go to your first loved one, or do you go to your second loved one that you married?
Oh,
You know,
man, that's oof.
we should have a priest or something. We should have like a person from like the Christian, like group answer that question.
Any of you guys who was watching who's close to death and you had more than one relationship, please comment on where would you go first.
What is protocol? I mean,
that's unless you can divide your soul and divide your soul and
okay.
Maybe
Okay.
one soul go to your first, your second one goes to that's kind of crazy.
Yeah, you can do it. You can do it, but yeah,
I've
always thought like, which one has? Who do you go to?
Yeah. It's kind of like Back to the Future, it's like you can't have your second self see your first self because it'll mess up the space-time continuum.
Yeah. Back to the Future.
It'll mess up the heaven continuum.
Yeah. Wait, hold on. The place is an awful mess.
It's like, Marty, we got to get back to Earth and fix this.
To the future.
We got to go back in time so you don't marry that second one.
Okay, so if they ever continued made it Back to the Future 4, I think the one spot that they could really make a storyline is when they sent back Einstein, and in that short time, somebody hijacked the DeLorean, did something with it, and then maybe brought it back, and then Einstein returned. And then that whole time, like, the whole movie is like in that time where Einstein went back to the future.
I'm trying to play that in my head. I'm trying to think that in my head. I don't know.
So remember when they did the science experiment? They signed Einstein back to the future for what, 30 seconds? Oh, 1 minute. It was 1 minute.
Yeah, 1 minute.
So in that 1 minute, they could make a movie out of that. Somebody like Biff's ancestors or whatever finds out that Einstein is back in time or whatever. They take the DeLorean and then they spew into another 1985, mess up things again, and then
start all over. Yeah, I don't know. We talked about that before. I cannot see another Back to the Future thing. I mean,
I don't want to see it either.
Just because who are you going to bring? What are you going to do? We got a comment from Cindy, 2018 HTD. She sent a big long comment. This is what she says. Hi, Eric and Shawn. Hope you both are having a great day. I'm sorry I can't stay because I'm still at work. I will come back later to watch. Just came really quick to show your support. Much respect. Thanks, Cindy. Where do you work? Do you work someplace where they have food?
Please bring us food.
Very, very hungry. This is Cindy. It's funny because Cindy started watching my YouTubes when I was doing my vlogs. And then come to find out, Cindy lives in Daly City and knows a lot about the Daly City history. Daly City is a little city outside of San Francisco. We used to call it Little Manila because that's where a lot of the Filipinos migrated to back in the days. Cindy, oh man, Cindy, she works at Total Wine.
Ooh.
Oh man. Cindy, I am there.
I'm there, girlfriend.
I'm there. Total Wine. I am there. But yeah, so Cindy started watching my stuff on YouTube, and she's a big supporter. She jumped on my, she's a big supporter. And then Cindy, don't worry, I didn't forget you. Your stuff's in the mail. We're getting ready to be mailed. I think that's what it is. And Total Wine. Oh man, she's telling us everything. Cindy, I'm not going to share where you work. You told us Total Wine. I said Daly City. She told me the street. I'm not going to tell her. I'm not going to tell. Everything's been like, oh, Cindy, Eric and Shawn told me to come to get some wine.
Yeah. And also adobo fried rice if you have.
Adobo. Yeah, I'm not gonna. Cindy, thank you for the comment. I'm not gonna mention where that is, just because I don't want nobody coming out there going like, yeah.
Aussie.
Use the adobo fried rice and get a glass of the wine, the expensive one.
Yeah, I came here for the daily podcast with Eric B.
The daily. Eric told me to get the Merlet wine, the red one, Merlet.
Merlet.
Merlet wine, please. Merlet. I can say this. She says LMAO, which means laughing my ass off, right? Is that what it means?
Yeah, laughing my ass off.
He's laughing. Cindy's watching. She's watching us on her break. Cindy, do you get to take sips of wine? And if you do, like how often and how much can you drink at an 8-hour time frame when you're working? That's a good. If you don't want to tell us, don't worry. I understand. Your boss might be listening, but that's fine. That's fine. Total wine. That's kind of cool.
I take it they have wine over there.
Either that, it's just a bunch of people going, "What the hell, man? What the hell? Why is Facebook doing this to me? Jeez!
Why doesn't Robert Downey Jr. just come back as Iron Man?
I don't want to see Tom Cruise as Iron Man in the multiverse. Jeez!
Stupid. No, she said Total Wine is WINE. If it was Total Wine, it was WHINE.
Cindy says, just a little, Shawn, just a little. So that means yes, they can have a little drink.
Wine and cheese.
Wine and cheese. Doctor's orders, I can't drink alcohol. So.
Oh, that sucks.
Sorry, Cindy. I got to wait till a year after the surgery I had to see if I can drink alcohol again. But till then, I can't drink alcohol. So.
Bummer.
I'll be the total whiner right now. Can't drink alcohol.
I don't drink alcohol either. I mean, I choose not to because I don't have time. And I mean, once in a great while, maybe I go down to YNI and go drink with my friend Bula. But other than that, I don't find,
I want to see how a drunk Shawn is. I want to see how
it's just like this. I'm the same but louder and funnier.
Is there videos of Shawn going around? Hey, we're going to Atlanta's. Who's coming?
Yeah.
Who's coming?
No. I don't get all the way. I'm just the same right now. It's just, but I get a lot louder and funnier. Yeah.
All right, Cindy, have fun at work. Hiding in the warehouse to watch. I have to get back to work. Hey, don't get caught.
Yeah, please don't.
Don't get caught in the warehouse. Don't get caught.
Smoking the wine berries.
That sounds good. Wine berries right there.
The
wine berries. She gave us. Is that a high five or is that a clap? Hi, clap.
I think maybe it's like this.
Maybe waving goodbye. Okay. Sorry, my emoji reading is not the best. If it's not a taco or a eggplant, I don't know what it is.
Ooh, with the eggplant. Yeah, but she didn't change the color of the hand, so she's still in Simpsons.
She said, "Hey, if I get caught, more time to hang out." No, don't get caught. She said it's a wave. Okay, it's a wave.
You need to work. You need to still work over there, so Eric and I can come over and we can have cheese and
total
non-alcoholic wine.
Total non-alcoholic wine. I don't have an emoji button on there. I wish I did. I would throw a different emoji, like a wine emoji.
Yep.
Think about the computer. If I was on iPhone right now, the cool thing about this too. Remember the other day when I was sending you messages and you were doing your gig. All you had to click the link on your phone, and then it would have worked that way as well.
Yeah.
That's the cool thing.
Yeah, usually the microphone thing would work, but I don't know why it doesn't work. So
I had problems with this also, and I use Safari on my iMac, and then I had to figure out that Safari doesn't read or understands my mic, so I had to go through Google Chrome, and then when I went to Google Chrome, I was like, okay, then it's finding my mic, because the setup, like where you're looking at right now. Do you see a little settings button right there?
Yeah, right over here. Yeah.
So that settings, if you click that settings, you can actually do the video and do the
Yeah.
audio. Yeah. So yeah, that's what it is.
I think I tried to do that, and then all of a sudden it did like the echo and like yeah, it was all weird. So I was like, oh, okay, I'll omit
Sean, he
this.
says, Eggman, haha, have to work to support Patreon. Hey, thank you. This is my newest Patreon supporter right there. And now that I know where you work, maybe I can just deliver it to you and trade for a bottle of wine.
Yeah, nice.
Bottle of wine that I can't drink till what, September 10th is when I can start drinking it.
Oh,
not that far. Not that far. Hey man, this has been fun, Sean. Thank you again for always jumping on. I know you're busy. Your wife is going back and forth saying, "Hey, come on, we gotta go. We gotta go."
No, she's getting dinner for the boy. He wanted pizza. He wanted pizza, so I was like, okay, I got pizza.
No, man, I don't know what I'm having, but whatever it is, it better be good. But thank you for testing this out with me, man. And
No
hopefully next time we get you on, we can work out some of the kinks and
no problem.
Get that going. Shawn Garnett, again, you can follow him on Instagram right there at Hawaiian Dude 77. For my friends who are out in Hawaii right now, follow his Instagram. He's definitely going to say where he's going to be. Do you know where you're going to be this week? Can you tell me?
Let me see. Tomorrow I'm at this new place in Haleiwa, Surf and Salsa, which is far away from Waikiki. Saturday I'm at this the Eating House in Waikiki. I think it's like a soiree or whatever. Yeah, I'm playing this one there, but I'm there every Wednesdays now. So if they're in Waikiki Wednesdays, 4:30, I'll be over there.
My friend who's in Hawaii right now, I would suggest taking that trip to Haleiwa and go check out. You know, they got Matsumoto's over there. There's the food truck, and then while you're there, go ahead and stop by Dole Plantation and get me some of those pineapple candies, please.
Dole Whips.
Yeah, the Dole Whips plantation. While you're there, definitely go do that. These events, are they free? Do they have to pay? Do they have to buy? Is it a drink minimum?
I think the one on Saturday you have to pay, but like on Wednesdays it's free. It's just a regular restaurant. But like the Surf and Salsa tomorrow is just a taco place in Haleiwa.
Okay.
Start at 6, so if they want to come by, swing by. They have good food.
How bad is it? How, like, when we went to go watch you, it was a little restaurant, right? They had good food, but do you ever get anybody there? There's like, no, I don't want to. I'm just gonna watch Shawn. I don't want to eat.
Probably, yeah. They just sit down and they, sometimes they have water or they have maybe a drink, but they just sit down and watch. So.
Get the Japanese. Can we get 5 glasses of water?
Yeah, and a 2 straw. Why would you just need 2 straw?
5 glasses of water, 2 straw, and
no ice on one.
And some napapakin, please.
Napkin.
Napkin.
But I can wipe your face. Humidity.
Too hot.
Yeah.
Too hot. It's hot in Japan too. So I don't know. I don't understand why they're saying it's hot in Hawaii. Japan.
No air conditioner inside here. It's a swamp acid.
You need air conditioner. Here's the number to my brother-in-law. He gives you a good one.
He give a good deal.
Hey, do you guys get the Japanese channel out there?
Oh yeah, we have Kiko, Channel 5, and then Korean soap operas.
Oh God, Korean.
We used to watch that. We used to watch this one where he was a judge and he was a samurai all in one, and the reveal was like awesome because he wore a kimono, and right when the copper on the bad guy would get caught, he would go like this with his kimono, and like the tattoo would be over here, and because that signifies him being the executioner. So right when he goes like this, the guy would be like like that. So it was I forget what it was called, but it can't beat Zatoichi. Zatoichi is
oh, I gotta check that out. We only get the Japanese channel on here, and it's the NHC or whatever that station is.
Oh yeah.
And it shows a little bit of Japan. It makes you want to go to Japan every now and then, but
of course.
That's it. But again, thanks, Shawn, for jumping on. I want to thank you for coming on, always jumping on. And next time when you're free, we'll definitely let's try to talk about. I don't know. I like talking about whatever.
Yeah, yeah. We can like we can go all over the place, and then we always come center. Back to the square one.
Back to the beginning. It's
Back
like Hawaii, right? You drive
Yeah.
around for an hour, you come back, you're in the same spot. So
Yeah.
All right, Shawn, have a good night. Have a good evening. Thank you guys all for watching. Thank you guys for jumping on. I'm going to end the live stream the same time just Shawn jumps off because I don't want to talk to you guys anymore. So until next time, thank you guys for watching. Thanks, Shawn. Thanks for coming out.
See you, bro.
See you guys.